What is up, guys, and welcome to FPL Today and the team selection video for Game Week 22. And I'm not going to lie to you, this and my team is going to be a bit of a mess because, of course, we've got lots of news that has affected my team. But before we get into this video, a quick video from our sponsors, SPITCH. SPITCH is the ultimate fantasy football manager game that's just hit the market. This game is available for those of you in the UK and Ireland, for everyone over 18 years of age. It's a fantasy football manager app that lets you build your team, collect points and battle it out against other managers. Play for free, compete against your friends in communities and have a chance to win a share of up to £70,000 on a weekly basis. That's right, there are weekly competitions, not just season ones, so every game week matters all season long. Various competitions are available on different pitches, and once again there are free games to play. Click on the top link in the description and download the app for free, and let's get back to the video. So guys, check out top link in the description, SPITCH, where you can play each game week, which is ideal in this current world climate because you can pick your team depending on the news that has just been released of who's injured and who has postponed games and double game weeks. But anyway, on to my side, and we quickly cover how I've done so far in game week 21. Of course, there are still 3 games to be played, and we have 2 players still to feature another time this game week. But we ended up the game week on 49 points so far. That gives us a game week rank of 617,013th, means our overall rank is now 21,122nd, with overall points of 1,330. A lot of those points have come from the West Ham boys of Bowen with 10 points. That's 5 double because he's my captain. And unfortunately, Antonio is currently outscoring him with 7, which means he would have been the better captaincy option. We also got points from Salah, who of course is now off to the African Cup of Nations. And we got points from Jota as well, 7 and 5 respectively, with Son also chipping in with 6. From the defence, we did get 6 points from Ben Davis, who does have a double game week up and coming. And we also got Trent Alexander-Arnold, who got 4 points. And unfortunately, we did have 8 points on the bench with Gelhardt of Leeds and Tierney managing to get points for a piece. Didn't expect Tierney to get points against Man City. And at one point, it looked like he might get a clean sheet on top of his assist, which would have been slightly annoying because I played Loughton instead, who of course Burnley decided they were going to get beaten by Leeds, who haven't been that great this season. So swings and roundabouts, but we haven't dropped too far in rank and we still have 2 players to feature. Quite highly owned, I believe, amongst my rank, but hopefully we can see Bowen absolutely smash it and see a pretty good end to game week 21. So, game week 22, and before we get into the actual team selection, we're quickly going to cover the teams that have double game weeks now. Not on this graphic is Chelsea, but Chelsea do have a particularly difficult double game week with Man City involved in that. So we've not included them because they have Brighton and Man City, but here are the other teams with a double game week, and to be honest, there are some potential opportunities for us to get points. Now this graphic is from Fantasy Football Hub. Of course you can have it for much longer than just one game week. You can have it up to 6, 7, 10 game weeks. There's filters there, but this is taken from Fantasy Football Hub. If you're interested in checking them out, there's another link in the description for them, and we can see that Burnley have Watford versus Leicester, Brighton have Chelsea and Crystal Palace, Leicester have Tottenham and Burnley, Watford have Burnley and Newcastle. That's particularly tasty because we know Watford can score goals. Spurs have Leicester and Arsenal, Man United, Brentford and Aston Villa, and Brentford with Man United and Liverpool. To be honest, out of this, I'm particularly interested in Leicester because I believe they can get goals against Tottenham and Burnley. Probably not too interested in their defence though. Brighton are a decent team right now and could get some sort of points in their 2 fixtures. Watford can score goals against the likes of Burnley and Newcastle. And then, of course, there was Spurs, who I did have 2 players for in this double game week. But unfortunately now I don't, and we'll get into that as we look at the players. Man United I'm not too interested in just because they really don't look that impressive right now. And I think Brentford and Aston Villa won't be easy opponents for them. And Brentford with Man United and Liverpool, I mean, I fancy them to do something against Man United, but Liverpool, of course, although they scored quite a few, I believe, in the reverse fixture, isn't exactly a fixture I want to jump on. So these graphics for my team selection were made before a lot of news came out, so we'll talk about that as we go through it. We have Ramsdale in goal against Tottenham away, not the best fixture, but I prefer him than Dubravka against Watford. We have Trent with Brentford at home, but Last thing I saw on Twitter before recording this video was that Trent may have been tested positive for COVID, so potentially won't feature in that one. Fingers crossed it is a mistake, but we'll look into that after I record the video. We've got Ben Davies with the double game week. We're hopeful for him to get some points out of those two fixtures. And then Cancelo and Tierney are the rest of my back four. Neither has a particularly easy fixture, but we do hope that Cancelo can do something against Chelsea. Man City have been playing it brilliantly at the moment, and Tierney has looked very good recently as well. So, to be honest, we wouldn't mind too much a clean sheet against Spurs, and then Davies to get points in the Leicester game. In midfield, we did have Son, who could have been a captaincy option for this team, but he has been injured and is unlikely to feature for, I believe it was around 2 months was the last I read, but it could be longer, it could be shorter. We have Bowen off of the double game week just happened in game week 21 with Leeds. Hopeful for points in that fixture. Leeds don't look good defensively at all. And then we've got Jota still to cover Liverpool with Brentford at home. And then up front, we have Dennis, who is an injury concern. Dennis with Newcastle and Burnley away. That would have been two great fixtures to have him playing in, but it looks like we may not. Antonio also has the same fixture as Bowen, of course, Leeds at home. And then Gelhardt looks like he isn't playing in the next fixture either, as he is flagged up red on FPL. Unfortunately, the bench has Salah on, who of course has gone to the AFCON, Smith Rowe, who doesn't seem to start fixtures right now, and Loughton, who does have a double game week, who can come in for Trent if necessary. It is Leicester at home and Watford at home. So, even if we bring in Smith Rowe for Son and Loughton for Trent, we have two forwards that may not feature in the game week. Now, Dennis is 75% chance of playing, so we may just take the risk and hope he features in this double game week. Even if he just gets the second fixture, that will be a plus. So Gelhardt is an issue, Salah is an issue, and so is Son. Now Gelhardt might just have to go on the bench, and Salah and Son could be two transfers out. We don't have a transfer held, so we might need to take another minus, which isn't ideal, and it's becoming a little bit similar to previous seasons where unfortunately the pandemic has completely derailed my seasons the last 2 years, and I was hoping that wouldn't be the case this season, but it has reared its ugly head. Now, if we can just hold rank through this winter period, I'll probably be quite happy with that. So Salah is out. Salah was likely to change to someone like Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne is also out. And of course, Son was my hope to be my big hitter coming in while Salah was away. So the team is a mess. We're likely to be looking at Leicester with potentially Maddison being an option, Lookman and the likes of Tielemans, all in my consideration for midfield spots in this side until Salah comes back. We may also look elsewhere, but after the 3 fixtures that are still to be played, I will then have a look at who we bring in, because who knows, there could be more news and more players that I can't bring into my side. Anyway guys, if you have enjoyed this video, please do hit that like button, subscribe and hit that notification bell. All those things seriously help out the channel and keep me going and making videos for you guys. Check out SPITCH, top link in the description down below, and also Fantasy Football Hub if you want access to similar data that I have presented on this video. I've been JNO, this has been FPL Today, and remember, it's all about the game.